Hello and welcome to the 100th episode of Be Offended with Joe and Tim. Oh, there we go. Duck, watch out.
And circumstance.
Yes.
Wow.
This is the that's Tim, everybody.
Not the Falcon.
Duck is more fireworks coming somewhere. It's an official 100th, but yet it's not. I don't know how to explain this, but we've done more than 100 episodes, but in the new format since the first season that's no longer on the internet.
Which is, it's been scrubbed from every corner of the internet for professional and personal reasons.
Yes. So technically we're at I think we're at 136 or something like that. I think that's like our total body count.
Much like the time Jimmy Kimmel dressed as Karl Malone on an episode of The Man Show. It's been officially wiped from our IMDb's. The master tapes have been we put
eradicated. The tapes in the microwave.
The hard drive has been the giant magnet. We drove it to CERN in Europe. The hard drive, we put it next to the giant magnet that run the. I made
sure I picked up all of my laptops from every single repair shop.
Yes.
I've made sure that everything has been accounted for and deleted. It is for the worldwide audience. This is our 100th episode. You're welcome, everybody.
But for those who know, those in the know, they know this is probably about our 150th episode, I believe.
Season 1 was the blackmail season.
And then season 2 was actually lost. We actually had a lost season, which I found. So it's always the one that got away. But I feel like the episodes that were recorded and then lost were our funniest and also least offensive, and would have probably stood up today.
Probably
we'll never know.
Still held up, but
we'll never know.
I think there was a sign that we saw within the accidental / maybe on purpose deletion of everything. And it is what it is. But anyway, 100 of these fucking things.
Yeah.
100 work hours.
Congratulations.
We've made it to week 2.
What's funny is me and Joe actually used to hang out outside the podcast. So now it's just, so it's 100 times of me and Joe hanging out. Because we used to just be one of many get-togethers.
Yes.
And now we're exclusively podcast friends. So.
Well, do you have anything pertinent to get to?
I mentioned Blackface, and they apparently
my favorite topic.
Well, yes, apparently some idiot on the internet has invented a new type of blackface.
Oh, I love new types of blackface.
You run out after a while.
When they had the Morgan Freeman AI thing, I was like, "Ooh, is this a way to do blackface?"
Well, apparently there's a new way to do blackface that not even you have come up with yet.
Hit me with it.
Well, somebody with an opinion.
Okay. There's a lot of those, really.
Yeah, so somebody wrote an op-ed, I guess, for CNN.com.
Oh, okay.
John Blake wrote analysis, and apparently, what is digital blackface and why is it wrong when white people use it? Apparently, if you're white and you've posted a GIF or meme of a black person to express a strong emotion, you may be guilty of wearing digital blackface.
I can't. You know what? Where's the? No. No. We cannot be guilty of giving these people a voice. This is not right.
So if you did like the ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Digital blackface.
No, digital blackface.
If you did hide your wife, hide your kids, hide the digital blackface.
Okay, first of all, then everybody is done digital blackface. It's the whole if everybody's super, then nobody's super. If everybody's racist, then nobody's racist. Done. Everybody's done it.
Apparently the Michael Jordan crying meme is considered digital blackface. As is RuPaul declaring girl.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is so funny.
What about Chinese face? What about Chinese face? What about Indian face?
I just love I mean, because it's obviously everything's just about clicks, but it's just so funny. It's like they must have a dartboard of like the worst possible opinion.
They have a wheel of fortune.
It's just some kind of like, okay, like our hits are down. Wheel. Like, what could we say? Well, someone posted on Twitter. I guess somebody was using a saltine crackers.
Play the what could get you in trouble.
Yeah. What can we cancel people for today?
What can we cancel today?
Let's see. We are spinning with no whammies. Oh no,
whammy is apparently whammy in 1936
was a traveler from Eastern Ethiopia. When they arrived in Timbuktu, they were called whammies
we should
because
make up
of
our
their
own shit and get people in trouble with it. The Be Offended brand offensive I'm offended book.
I was going to say something is innocuous as "Hey guys," but that's already you already can't do that anymore. Hey guys, whoa, why are you assuming gender? Somebody posted a cooking video. You're like one of those like prim and proper ladies. He's like, well, and if you have saltine crackers. And somebody posted a comment like, "Look at this lady gentrifying saltines."
Oh my god!
As if like cracker, like I guess people were accused of ramen. Like how ramen is a Japanese thing.
Is it? I thought it was a Chinese thing. I don't know.
Japanese ramen is Japanese, and it's actually okay. So like there's high end ramen stuff. But when it first came out, people were surprised because like ramen in America was like the instant noodle pot for poor people and for college students. Yeah, so people have like accused of like gentrifying, I guess, quote unquote, in the internet's opinion. If you're taking food that poor people eat and you're incorporating it into like rich person or good food, you're gentrifying that food. So I guess spam, for example, if you use spam, you would be accused
I get a lot of spam. My email has a folder named spam. Is Gmail?
It's just funny that spam to me just continued pushing forward. Like they have a product that was considered junk so much that it became like the name of junk email to the extent that every single email
the definition has been written for it now
in all capitals, just like the spam thing. It's capital spam, and they're like, everyone knows what you mean when you say spam, and every single email server is spam.
Oh my
and they
God.
Didn't rebrand. They didn't do this.
You know what? They didn't sue them either for like saying. I wonder, is there a registered trademark?
They're just so confident.
You know what?
They're just so confident that spam is total shit. They couldn't have sued. It's like, how are you going to defame spam? You're defaming
the
spam.
suit is brought up. This is a frivolous suit.
We don't want our product associated with junk email. Well, what's in your can there? It's a bunch of junk. Obviously, it's just printed emails, some raccoon. You can't possibly defame spam.
It was already defaming itself.
Lawsuit you got? It just existed. That's why I'm saying. That's why it's so funny. They didn't sue. They didn't complain. They didn't have a press conference. They didn't rebrand. They're just like, that's accurate.
No, we're shit.
A can of shit.
Unwanted shit.
It's total unwanted. Yeah.
Man, and not only that, but they still call spam, and you can still buy spam.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't rebrand. You think they would have?
It's not like it stopped in the 90s when email became like a thing.
Because there's so much rebranding. You know, they rebranded neighborhoods. They've rebranded food. But that's the thing. They take something which has a negative and now homelessness, people experience it. Like they take these words and they change the meaning when they get negative connotation. But spam was like, no, we're keeping spam.
We've been
spam. That's spam. Totally,
Much like us, we own up to our shit. And if you want to be offended, we will offend you. And spam is also offensive. And they stood up. You know what? We need a spokesperson for spam. You know, Wendy's is this really great social media presence, and they have a really funny like team that like works with them. I wonder if spam can get on board and do like a whole campaign. This is genius. This is $1 million idea. We need to pitch this to them. I need to get the old spam. Contact us. Oh wait, fuck. how would that?
It would go by you. They've been keeping it on 3 years.
Spam folder.
Yeah. It would just,
I wonder how they communicate internally.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's the one thing they actually had to change, actually. Yeah, they had to change their domain name. Because it was just like, Bob at spam.com. It's like, here's those urgent reports you need for Q2. And it's like, Bob, I never got the reports. It's like, I'm going right to my spam box again.
Everything is in your spam box. It's all spam.
Imagine they're like trying to hire a lawyer or something. It's like, spam. I'm not falling for this phishing scheme. I'm not clicking on this link, spam.com. What are you thinking? Oh, that's funny. Do they own spam.com, or is it like,
if not, we need to buy
spam meat or something?
Oh, sad news, everybody. Where's the sad news?
They do in fact own spam.com.
They do. Oh, that's amazing.
So anyone in
so
corporate,
we could have
like the
Joe
CFO,
and Tim at spam.com.
If we got a job there, maybe I could be the general counsel or something.
We should sign up as the people who run their social media. We could give spam a good name again.
There's an art of posting, and neither of us have it. There's just an art.
I don't know about that.
You.
I have an art of trolling.
You can slide into
I can
DMs.
slide into the DMs of like
you can throw a grenade into a room and close the door, but there's an art to posting, and some people have it, and you know who does it? Elon Musk does not have it. It's fun. He bought Twitter and he made the algorithm so that it demands you see his tweets. But he doesn't have posting. He just is not a poster. And I'm sorry, Joe. I've tried it.
I'm a poster.
I'm a podcaster. You're not.
You're blocked from all my shit.
Oh, Joe, I have followed you in ways you don't even know.
I have a secret that
I found your OnlyFans.
No. I've been selling those photos from 1999. No, if I found those photos, I would sell them. I would absolutely. Would you start? That's a great question that we've never dove down.
Oh,
would you participate in an OnlyFans? Not like if your significant other, Mrs. Tim, or Mr. Tim, I'm not going to assume her gender. If she were to be like, hey, I want to make an OnlyFans, first of all, you'd probably have outrage. But after that, if she was like, yeah, but I only will do it if you do it. Would you?
Are we wearing like masking or like full like identities?
I think it's crop. I think like the head's cropped off.
You can't do. I mean, head to that. You might as well not even be doing it. Head cropping.
It's the identity at that point. Well, that's the point.
I can just be. Yeah.
Do you want a furry costume? What do you want? I mean,
I guess it would probably encourage her to stay and get in shape. So
there you go.
And then you'd have to have sex for content purposes.
Yes, exactly.
No tan lines. I see a lot of benefit.
Yes, see.
Yeah.
I've been shitting on OnlyFans a lot, but
I think you need to wear some kind of like masquerade mask or something the whole time, and then you need to have like a second location.
Sex dungeon,
because you wouldn't be able to like have your family pictures or anything that like, because you never know.
You just have in the background.
There were two people.
Your high school diploma.
There were two people from our high school who both did pornography. Both were men, unfortunately.
Oh, I don't know about this.
And they were both found. Like somebody had found both of them, and then spread it around to like everybody. So like people do find. Like I found a girl I gave swim lessons to. Someone like took a picture of her like on the toilet, like with a bottle of vodka, like covering her like vagina, and like someone posted that on like a porn website, and I was like, I hate to tell you this, but
you're famous.
Yeah, so I think you'd have to have like a whole. And maybe even like a voice modulator thing. So it'd be a lot of effort. But
Darth Vader. You just put on a Darth Vader mask. There you go.
Why, Joe? What's your you making your announcement?
Go to OnlyFans.com/show.
How many guest spots have you done on OnlyFans?
No, you know what? I was offered. I was offered. Oh man, a couple of years ago, before COVID, when OnlyFans was just becoming a very lucrative thing. But COVID like sent it over the kids, as apparently that's how people lived was from OnlyFans. No, I was offered at one point in time to be a part of an OnlyFans. And I said, yeah, but we have to have some kind of contract. Because there's got to be like, I would need an LLC opened up. I would need the bank account. I would need like an official. Wait,
was your personal, or you were offered?
I was offered to be a part of an OnlyFans.
Of a girl's OnlyFans. Now,
yes.
Did she actually have one already, or did she open it up?
No,
you?
It was going to be a joint venture of sorts, but she was like, "Yeah, I'll start one," and I was like, "Well, no. If we are going to do it, then we have to start one." And as soon as I looked into like what it would take, I was like, "No. This is just becoming a porn star. No, thank you. I'm not having this."
Oh, I thought that was your goal was to fly to Japan and become a
no, that's
star.
different. I would be liberating
to be
Japanese pussy. That is a whole different. That's
I'm not going to be recorded and paid for to have sex with a pussy that I'm already having for free in the privacy of my own home and recording for personal purposes.
Yeah.
Totally different than flying to another country and taking my unwanted penis and thrusting it upon the female population and having it blurred out.
Well, see, okay, you just brought up something
Joe,
amazing.
I think you pruded out, man. I think one of the Joe wanted to do for 100th anniversary was "Are you a prude?" And the fact that Joe actually was offered an OnlyFans opportunity, instead of getting a kabuki mask and jumping on it,
of all things.
What?
I don't even know where you would buy a kabuki. I guess Amazon. But yeah. I just think that for me, I went immediately into like business mode and thought about like, because I know like you hear all the time of how much money these girls make and how many things that blow up. So I was immediately thinking, I was like, all right, say we do like 10 videos and then we do like 100 photos and we spread that out over the course of like a couple of months. If we had done that but pre-COVID and then COVID hit, I probably would have made at least $100,000. And then we would have had to figure that out if I had to pay taxes on it. Like, it's a whole thing business-wise. These girls are going to get fucked over tax season.
Well, they're getting fucked over every other day of the year. So
I guess they're getting fucked over in the video
anyway. They could do it. That's great. Every April, they could have the guy come in dressed as Uncle Sam.
Oh, yeah. They could have a tax attorney come over.
Yeah. It's great, actually. Yeah.
That's a missing link right there. We can
no, Joe, I think you found an excuse, as you've often done. As you've often done in your life, you talk a lot of game, and then when it comes down to it, you're
my body count is still higher than any.
But it's
any doctor would think I would have an STD. I don't, but they would think.
They might look at my penis and think I do.
They might visually think. When I called the doctor and I pulled out my pants, no, sir.
I just dropped some oatmeal this morning when I was eating, and it dried.
Happy 100th episode, everybody.
I'm very sloppy with my oatmeal, doctor. Let's not be accusing me of having any types of diseases.
I've been eating carrots for 17 days straight. So it's totally supposed to be that color.
No, I live near that train derailment. That's why it's green up there. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Nothing to do with dozens and dozens of women's I've vetted.
No. I pinched it in my zipper. That's fine.
But it's funny because like it's like Joe would you ever want to win the lottery and then like in your head like you just go to like just the worst scenario. Like
I'm a worse thinker, not a best thinker.
But you open an OnlyFans, like you're not guaranteed to get any subscribers. Like to these points.
Oh, with my penis? I would have medical students.
Cabinet of Curiosities. Yeah.
Johns Hopkins.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. You've seen the bearded lady. You've seen the conjoined twins. And now, behold.
Johns Hopkins
obscene of
University,
them all.
which is sign up.
This man's penis.
If they could do like a live questionnaire, I would just...
Father, how does it turn back in on itself?
It's like in the fifth dimension. It's like within itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold the world's first infinity penis. It just goes back in it for perpetuity.
This is horrible. Why did I allow this?
Well, I mean, had you documented your OnlyFans, you would have been okay. But now we just have to assume you're some kind of freak penis.
You have to assume the worst, like I do.
Yeah, exactly. This point, your silence is incriminating. Yeah.
Oh,
your refusal.
Man.
It was just funny. Like you just automatically assumed that, like, it would be a hit.
Yeah, I assumed that I would have to like walk around in shades. Please no pictures. Please. I would be in the urinal and someone would look over. I would have to like shy away.
You're thinking about like how many razors you'll have to.
Yes.
Like I'm going to have to replace my clippers like 8 times a year, shaving my balls for these.
Smooth my balls went out of business because of me.
Yeah. Where am I going to get all those white couches to have sex on?
Don't remind me of that. It's horrible.
I don't know, God. Joe. I feel like that the answer should have been yes. But also, if you open an OnlyFans, I don't know how or why,
but you would find it.
But I would guarantee to find it.
It would go in your spam folder.
Because you guys would have like done, because any good OnlyFans has to do like some kind of outdoor teasing thing or something.
Oh, okay.
So like somehow like it would be
like the Tesla thing that
in like like a parking lot of a Home Depot, but like the one in Freeport that like I'm familiar with, and like somehow like
some area. No, you know what it would be? It would be at a gas station that already.
Yeah, like a rest stop. It would be somehow.
It would be a rest stop off of I-95 going north.
Or like you'd leave something in the background, like a guitar,
a guitar string,
a demo tape, like just something. Like
I know.
It would be something. Like I wouldn't recognize you from the penis, obviously, but it would be something from like maybe because when you come, you go hello.
That's my cum sound. Oh no, is my cum sound the same?
It's the same as your introduction to the podcast. So I would have been.
Oh my God.
So anyway, that's the real reason. I'm glad you didn't do it, but not for tax consequences, just because I'd be guaranteed to somehow at some point inadvertently come across it in some way.
I would come across it
and immediately know it was you.
The only music I have in the background. You start getting a lot of royalties for some reason.
Now do I humiliate you? I sue you for royalty. I take all your OnlyFans money.
You TMC strike.
Yeah. No, I just sue you for that.
Just sue it. You don't take it down.
all the money from it. Yeah.
Oh, why have we never thought of me having an OnlyFans before?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why.
I mean, I just
assume the worst.
Yeah. You do though. It's really funny.
I do.
It's like like I'm going to record an album and I'm going to but then
then I have to worry about
like the fans in the first row getting crushed in the
the lighting is going to fall. The truss. I'm not going to be able to afford the best trusses.
I'm going to have to leave if I do a European tour. I have to leave every 30 days for my visa to reset.
Yeah, it's going to be so annoying.
I have to hang out in Bulgaria for a week, and then I can re-enter and continue.
I'm going to be stranded in some third world country during a war.
Yeah, it's always like it's always the worst case scenario. Like, I can't sleep on a bus. Like, it's never in your mind that like it's not a hit. It's always like it's a hit. It's such a big hit that like it destroys your life. So like, you might as well not even try.
I might as well. I mean,
as opposed to like why I wouldn't start one because like you're just having sex for no one. You might as well do it home without like having to get a second house and a kabuki mask. Which, by the way, they've done kabuki masks in porn a lot. It's a pretty popular way to hide the guy's identity.
I have not made my rounds of the internet all the way to kabuki.
No, it's old.
You've gone further than me.
It's old. I don't know if it's old. No, it's
This
pretty old. The
sounds-
people,
yeah.
there's the people wearing kabuki masks.
1940s old? How old?
No,
are we going here?
like within internet porn.
Okay,
high-speed internet.
high speed. That's very narrow.
Yeah, where the person's sharing, they don't want
recent.
to. They don't want to show their identity, so the guy wears like the kabuki mask.
Maybe
hide
I'm
his identity.
thinking of kabuki mask different than you're thinking of kabuki. I need to Google kabuki mask now.
Right. Well, I'm not thinking in the racist way, if that helps.
I literally have a mental image and I want to see if it matches. That's all. Just like my penis. How do you spell kabuki? Kabuki.
It autocorrects for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm sure.
I googled it too. And it autocorrected.
Well,
it's Kabuki. Kabuki.
Oh my god. I got a sushi location. I don't think I don't think this is working. Kabuki.
This is not to be confused with your. It's Bukkake.
Bukkake. Bukkake. No, I'm not googling Bukkake best. Fuck you. Well, anyway, I can't seem to. My Google is so confused by all of the crazy things that I search, and the FBI probably stopping half of them.
It doesn't know how to.
It doesn't know how to autocorrect. I've beaten the AI to down so much that it's just like, you know what? You figured out.
Okay, I send you a link, Joe.
Okay,
so you can look at that.
I can look at an image of
plot. Yeah.
Oh wait, it's going to my watch. This is not going to be helpful. Oh no. Why is my watch? Oh no. That is how I spelled it. All right, this is very riveting.
Yes, this is very good for our 100th episode.
I can't believe exactly what I thought it was.
Okay, so you've never seen kabuki mask porn?
Never. Not only have I never, but that's slightly like jarring to see in porn, I think.
Well, that was gonna be that will one day be my once my wife loses the second baby weight.
There we go. If I
see
see some strange white pasty surfer
with
dude,
an Asian woman,
I'll be like, oh, and there's Tim,
who may or may not have had 2 children.
Yeah.
Has the battle scars to prove it. Wearing kabuki mask in a totally nondescript apartment.
Now you gave away your OnlyFans. You can't do it now. You can only do an anonymous OnlyFans.
It's fine. No one listens to this podcast.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm more likely people would find my OnlyFans than our podcast. So there's way less OnlyFans out there.
OnlyFans.
You do not have to do sex to have OnlyFans. You could.
Exactly.
People do have Patreons and stuff for podcasts.
Maybe one of these days. But you see, then we would have to do the same. You and I would have to have an OnlyFans together, and then we would have to say, "Hey, go to my OnlyFans. It's with Tim."
I mean, it's the natural progression. Our podcast started on as a phone sex hotline, so it only makes sense that we go
and we masturbate to ourselves
verbally.
verbally, and
it only makes sense. It's the next logical step of the podcast.
My God.
Yeah, our 200th episode will be on OnlyFans. No, but then again, Joe, then we're going to have to do the signings, and then I might get carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah. And my penis might not be able to handle
our pen
it.
budget,
budget.
We can't do it. It's not worth it.
Just
it's
the
too much
stamps.
And the tax consequences.
The stamps. There's too much money in stamps. All the mailing of the return mail for all the signatures.
Oh, the fan mail?
Yes. We have to pay for the stamps.
Yeah, wearing out my sneaker, just walking to the mailbox all the time, sending out my headshots.
Although you were pretty good at sending out wedding invitations. So maybe you handle
my wife
that.
did all that.
Oh, okay. So perfect. So she can be part of our OnlyFans. And
our Christmas card. You got our Christmas card? I hunted you down with our Christmas card.
I was like, how did this get to my address?
Yeah. No, you should definitely not use your friend when you're doing due diligence on a house purchase, because you know that fucking address is going to be saved.
I forgot that you know all about my. You have like a copy of my fucking deed somewhere.
Yeah, I got everything, bro. I got everything.
God damn it. All right, Zoom's going to kick us off.
You would have been better off giving me your OnlyFans than your real estate history.
Oh, God.
Okay, we'll be back after this break.
Yes. Happy 100.
OnlyFans at OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Dot spam. God. And we're back.
And we're back to our 100th episode spectacular.
Yes, it was.
And now for our special guest.
Oh no, I'm afraid. Oh Jesus,
What?
It's alcohol time.
It's just me opening a can of cider.
Okay.
We have no guests.
Yeah,
we have no friends.
nothing.
We tried very hard.
Yeah, you know what?
This episode was delayed for about 3 weeks.
Yes. We were trying desperately to no avail.
Yeah, it's just
It's just a couple of 30,
between COVID and people moving away and everyone in the world having children.
Yeah.
You don't have that sitting around bullshit vibe that we used to have. And so you don't know actually who would be good on the show because, you know, it's like pulling fucking teeth when talking to somebody. It's just
but you know what? We know people because they're our past guests. They just don't want to do it anymore. I think they don't want to have
people.
I
just think it's difficult to find like somebody who I know would be good on the show. So yeah, sure, we can bring back old guests.
If
Grace
you want to be on a show,
John the Baby Maker or somebody, but at the end of the day, like I'd love a new person, but it's just like I don't know who I could sit with and would tell a joke that's good because that's a lot of trust. It's a lot of trust putting.
It's a lot of trust for them to deal with us too.
No, for them to put on our audience. Remember, we've had some bad guests. Remember, we had our friend Harry on, who was awful on the show.
But you know what? I listened back to that episode fairly recently, and we took control very quickly and just reamed him a new one on the air, and it was great. So even if we had a bad guest, because he came on for people who don't know. Is it really a guest
if you're reaming them?
He was on our OnlyFans, our first OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
God damn it. He's got a very small penis. All right. So, you know what? Okay. Before I go off the topic again, or on the topic again, I got to send you something. Oh God, this is going to be impossible to do. It is in our theme. Okay. Our theme of being offended. So, okay. Let's see if we can pull this up here. I wish I had thought of this before the break, but just bear with me. You'll get a text message shortly. Hopefully not the wrong link. Copy link.
Oh, by the way, my favorite episodes are ones where we have one topic at the beginning and then all of a sudden a half hour passes by.
It's just like, oh, God.
Because it's funny too, because then I have no idea what we talked about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Joe will post a show in a few days and I'll literally be like, I don't even know what this episode's about.
Yep. Okay. So you should have a thing somewhere. See if it comes up.
Okay, I got something. It did not go on my watch. Florida man arrested after disrespectfully consuming roommate's key lime pie. Okay, he definitely deserves it.
So, for those
I almost evicted my roommate because his girlfriend drunkly ate my
hoagie roll
incident.
So for those of you who don't know how stingy Tim is about his food.
No,
everybody knows.
That was principal thing.
You would be one of the assholes who tries this kind of case.
I was roommates with Harry, the terrible radio guest, and he had a girlfriend who became his fiance and his wife.
Oh my God!
And she either didn't know how to handle alcohol or thought it was cute and funny to like drink and then get like all I'm so drunk. Oh, so she like either got drunk or most likely pretended to get drunk.
Yeah,
and then they were like, oh, we need to give you something. We're like, oh, let's give her bread. And they gave her my hoagie roll, but it was like a Saturday night and I was lifeguarding the next morning and I needed to make a sandwich to go to work. So like they gave this like drunken girl who I didn't like my last hoagie roll, and therefore I had no lunch to bring to work the next day. And the problem was this was Saturday night at like midnight, so like there was no way I would be able to get to a store between her eating my hoagie roll and when I had to go be a lifeguard. So I stand by my hoagie roll gate, as it's been known to be called, and I also stand by this person being called to the home to be arrested. Somebody who ate the other's key lime pie. The pie was supposed to be a treat for the roommate's mother's birthday. The roommate even asked the man not to eat the pie and leave it alone, but he couldn't resist that sweet, tangy flavor, as no one can. I mean, I do enjoy sweet, tangy flavor of pie. And he didn't even leave a crumb. He ate the entire pie.
He disrespectfully ate it. So,
when the roommate made this discovery, he confronted Pallison. Pallison attempted to cool his roommate off by dumping 2 big glasses of water on him.
See, now
Sheriff's Department arrived and Pallison was arrested and charged with battery. Okay. So he was called. Yes. He was really arrested for dumping water.
Yeah, he was arrested for battery.
All right, well, what kind of 65-year-old man has a roommate?
Well, I mean, who are you to judge?
Are they lovers?
Yeah, well, again.
Is it one of those like in the old school?
Lovers quarrel.
This is my roommate, because they couldn't say they were gay.
Yeah, he's still stuck in the 1950s.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely.
Is there
death penalty? Is a death penalty on the table for eating a roommate's food?
There's a statute. There's a Tim V something somewhere. That's a Hoagie road.
Officially criminalized. He went to the Supreme Court.
Yes.
And officially criminalized as felony theft. It's actually technically attempted murder.
Yeah.
Because I'm back then, especially I was so skinny that if I didn't eat every 8 hours, I could die of malnutrition.
You could just
so technically, eating my roll was considered attempted felony murder, reckless homicide,
involuntary manslaughter.
Yes. Technically speaking, of course. Yeah.
So
we look up the case. Yeah.
So
this is Alexis next.
Tim V. Harrison, 2003.
2003. No,
I don't know what the hell this was.
2011.
Everybody knows I have no concept of time whatsoever.
I think after that I started buying extra rolls.
Okay. Well, in any case,
well, we didn't like her though. Remember, nobody liked her. Well, that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't really about like if it was. Oh my god, if it was someone like one of my crushes or somebody. I would have been like, I would have lined the bagel club the next morning to try and get myself a sandwich. But we didn't like her.
No, we collectively did not like her.
So it was more of like who it was and the whole situation than like it wasn't. Well, no, it was also about the Hoagie. No, it was about the
Hoagie roll. I love how I can still trigger Tim like 10 years later about this fucking Hoagie roll. I was hoping that this case would trigger you.
Oh, I knew as soon as you sent me the link, I knew exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they never let me on the jury. Yeah. Guilty, Your Honor. Guilty.
Yeah. What is the
Oh, they wouldn't even know the voir dire. The voir dire.
Yes, the voir dire.
They wouldn't even because they ask these questions like, oh, have any of you ever had a roommate before? Like, have any of you ever went swimming? Have any of you ever seen The Wizard of Oz at the end? But no one would ever think like, have any of you like almost got in a fist fight with like another man at 12:30 at night because somebody ate your Hoagie roll? They wouldn't know. So I would probably get on the jury.
Oh my god!
Because like that's not in your textbook.
Yeah.
That of course would be the first question I ever asked. Like
God.
But you have to build up to it. So like, have you had coworkers? And you put like your lunch and you put your little like property of Tim. You put the little post-it on it. They eat anyway. Okay, thank you, Miss Smith. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. Has anyone ever had your Hoagie roll?
No, God damn it!
The quarter officers are pulling me out. You bastard! You bastard!
He holds you in contempt.
I had work the next day.
What's the Oh God, what's it called when it's if you're on jury selection?
Yeah.
And if you know that yourself for values cannot convict someone, like even if you know someone was wrong, it's like if they were to
like
get
a conscientious objector kind of thing.
Yeah. It's the third thing that you're not allowed to like say because then it after the fact, because then it throws a whole mistrial or whatever. I can't remember what it was. I just learned about it. But anyway, I'm doing a little side law school. Everybody. So.
As a defendant.
Yeah. because of my OnlyFans.
Let's just say I've been spending a little time in court recently.
Spending a little time in court. Just say I've learned what perjury means.
I'm not the attorney or the judge or the jury or the court officer or the stenographer or the reporter or the prosecutor
or the bail bondsman. Oh wait,
or the witness. Or the person who puts the little names in the little name tag thing. Hopper for them to pick the jurors over.
God. Yes. No. This is off the rails. I'm so glad I brought this topic up. Oh God!
All right, well, that's my 2 cents. I mean, I don't know why we're still talking about this.
Yeah. Well,
clearly, this is
all right. Well, it's
eligible, hopefully, for life without parole.
Yeah. They brought back the firing squad recently.
Not to put him in solitary confinement
without hoagie rolls.
No, they'd have to, because like there's no way, you know how like you go to prison and like the people, oh, you're a child molester, they're gonna get you, and like there's certain things that like you go to prison for, and like you get beat up because they don't like you. So like stealing a roommate's food, is probably like really high up on something in prison, because like everyone's got like bunk mates, right?
Oh so, yeah, like, that's if you stole someone's in prison, if you stole someone's hoagie roll. Yes. That's probably fucking death.
Yes.
That's like there's a hit out for you the next
night. Yep.
Yeah.
Prison rules.
I agree.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
And everyone knows, as judged by if you're having sex in the living room, and someone walks in, the other person takes their cock out. We did live under prison rules, so it makes sense that I almost shanked my roommate and his girlfriend being my hoagie rolls. Yeah.
So what you're saying is.
Yes, I'm saying anytime. Yes,
anytime, anywhere. All right.
Yes, yeah. She was either catching a shank or my penis, depending on what she was doing in the kitchen.
What happened?
Depending on what I caught her doing in the kitchen. Yeah. That was the rules of the house. I mean, rent was very inexpensive.
I don't know if we can air this episode. This is the first 100th episode that we can't air.
No, it's okay. You can't defame the dead.
Okay. Well, she's not dead.
Oh, it's fine.
All right. Whatever. Okay. What? I have.
What is she going to deny in a holy roll? There's like 1,000 witnesses.
I'm sure.
I'll countersue for emotion. Obviously, I'm emotionally distressed.
Oh, wait. We have.
This smells like my vagina.
We're gonna stay on the fucking topic then. We're gonna keep it with the law stuff.
Is this about Gwyneth Paltrow's skiing trial?
Yes, I've been watching it. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
This girl, man. She can't not stay in the limelight.
We award the plaintiff $1 million payable in vagina candles. To liquidate them.
Yeah, just to get them.
What do you think's more worthless, an NFT or a vagina candle?
I think the vagina candle. I think the vagina candle holds. I mean, we've been trying to get one. Yeah, but.
All right, so tell me, Mister, is this how you learned all about your court things?
No. That just happened to coincide.
TV? No, yes, I have court TV.
Yes, surprisingly they do. I didn't know that they did until I clicked on it.
Until Gwyneth Paltrow's thing on court TV or no? Where are you watching this?
I am watching it on court TV. It's phenomenal. Wow. She's a really bad. I mean, I would never have. Oh God.
She's been doing ozone therapy on her rectum. And I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know. I don't even want to visualize what that means.
I know there's a hole in the ozone. I didn't know there was ozone in her hole.
As well. Hey-o. There you go.
Hey, another thing. I just flew in and boy, my arm's tired.
And this is our last episode, apparently, too.
Silly. That was a good one. Come on. If I was Jay Leno, that would have got a big hit.
Yeah.
That joke killed in Kansas. If you're from Kansas, email us.
Yes.
At angryemail@gmail.com and tell me how much you liked our hole in the ozone in her hole joke.
Well, so this
anyway, tell me about
lady.
Because I can't read about it. I'm just
No. Okay, the skinny of it is this: she and this dude on a fucking ski mountain going down the hill. One of them supposedly crashes into the other one. Their stories are complete opposite. He hit her. She hit him. And the guy was trying to sue the ski resort because he wasn't taken care of or something like that, and they threw it out because it was assumed, a dangerous thing.
Okay, the risk, whatever. You signed the waiver, whatever.
So he was.
Oh, so it's a guy who is a guy.
It's a guy. It's an optometrist.
One of his damages is that he can't enjoy wine tastings anymore.
He's 68 years old, retired optometrist.
And he can't enjoy his
He's close
wine
enough.
tasting.
He's close
Wait,
enough.
is it your stepfather?
No. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Is your stepfather like Gwyneth Paltrow?
No. So this guy.
Did your house like vagina counts right now? There's a settlement.
I got a settlement.
Remember that Seinfeld episode where he's got like the lawsuit and then he settles it for what did he settle for? Kramer settled for something.
Kramer settled for something and his entire apartment
ridiculously stupid or something. Yeah. He had a case and he settled. Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's just mind blowing because first of all, when I look at it from like afar, I believe Gwyneth Paltrow because of the circumstances that are right now, that she is countersuing for $1 for, yada, 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 the whole bullshit. But she knew that she was not in the wrong and it was an accident of whatever had happened. And that was it. And she didn't, ski into him. And it was like years later that this guy comes out of the woods about it too. And she knew that she wasn't in the wrong. So she wanted to stand up for herself, so to speak, and let this stupid thing go to trial instead of just like settling out of court for first of all, the girl's worth is like at least $100 million. Like
well, that's a lot of vagina candles.
Yeah, it's a lot. Goop has done well for herself. So she's got a large net worth. So like 0.01% of her net worth to make this thing go away, because he was suing for $3 million. When they dropped the
she spent way more than that on lawyers.
Oh then. Yeah, exactly. So when they dropped the facility out of the thing, it went from $3 million to $300,000 for just suing her.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So immediately I was like, why don't you just fucking settle this thing?
Well, because what if she kills someone else skiing and then they're going to sue her too? You gotta draw the line somewhere. It's the principle of the thing.
Exactly. So on principle, she countersued for $1.
That must be nice to have on principle money, isn't it?
Right?
Oh man, that must be nice. That's truly rich.
Yeah, that's
on
truly
principle money.
with two attorneys that are like $1 million an hour.
Oh my God, I need some of them on principle clients is what I need.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, I don't see what you're fighting over, but if the check clears,
sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Go to trial for 3 weeks? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No problem.
What did I say? Why? She ate your hoagie roll, did she? Oh, boy. I'll drop the complaint right away, sir.
1-800-HOAGIE.
I'll take a $300,000 retainer up front.
You'd have one of those late night TV commercials. Has your food been eaten out of the refrigerator?
Yeah, call me.
Call me 1-800
the
Hoagie
sandwich
roll.
lawyer. That's what they call me, the sandwich lawyer. Only $300,000 up front and $3 million minimum fee if it goes to trial. We will avenge your rights, because it's not about a hoagie. It's about the principle of the thing.
Principle of the thing. So she decides, okay, I'm gonna just do the $1 countersuit. But I found out later that she's also putting in her lawyer fees. So it's actually she's countersuing for like $3 million.
Yeah.
So, but
I wonder who's representing her.
Oh, it's these two guys. Oh God, they're. it's funny because
one of the big firms. I wonder because you can tell their hourly rate by
how many Jews are in the title. Yeah, they.
I don't subscribe to that theory. So.
I do. So she let this stupid thing go to trial, but she's a really bad like she's. First of all, her posture and her demeanor in the courtroom is really bad.
She's supposed to be an actor?
Exactly. Apparently, she lost all ability to act when she's in the courtroom. she's just a really bad visually for everybody there.
Oh, wow. The attorney was at Squire Patton Boggs. Yeah, this guy is probably charging about $1,200 to $1,500 an hour.
Yeah. So, and it's been every day, every single day on trial for the past week.
Oh, my God. Oh man!
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's funny because like that. Remember, like the whole thing with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial was like because she was an actress, they were like a whole thing in the courtroom.
Yes. So this was it.
So what is she paying this guy for that he's not telling her to like put on your best Shakespeare in Love?
Like I don't know what her like. First of all, her attorneys. I mean, I see a conflict of interest here because her attorneys should have just advised her to settle. And if she was like, no, we're going to trial for this, they're like, all right, okay then. They were not going to stop her, obviously, but it was the worst thing she could have done.
But also, the internet's telling me these guys are lawyers out of L.A., and that doesn't fly in Utah. Like the first thing you do the first thing you do if you're going to Utah is you get yourself a Utah. Shucks, people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's home. Time to go home to my magic underwear and my no alcohol because I'm a Mormon. And no
the guy's attorney is like 400 pounds. He's purposely like sloppy with his paperwork and stuff. He's like, you can tell he's putting on an act as like the poor attorney.
You don't think he's just actually flustered?
No.
National television.
No.
I think he's like Marsha Hardin in the OJ trial where you get like a glam over halfway through the trial.
No, they dropped like week one. They dropped this this videotape on them last minute, and I was surprised the judge let it in as evidence, but the defense were like, we haven't seen it. Where was the discovery? Where was this? And they were freaking out, and they weren't playing. They were playing dirty. These attorneys are playing dirty as fuck. So I've been watching this like, wow. This is like no gloves fist fight.
Yeah.
And Gwyneth is so stupid.
The trial of the century. Do I have my news ticker music?
Oh wait, okay, there you go.
Breaking news, we are following live from Newscopter 4 as Gwyneth Paltrow is taking down a ski slope in a Ford Bronco. For some reason, Al Cowlings is driving a Ford Bronco with Gwyneth Paltrow in the back of it down a ski slope here in Utah. Breaking news, the trial of the century.
Is your helicopter starting up, getting ready to circle above the courtroom now? Oh, God.
It's getting dark out there on the ski slope. We're losing sight of the Bronco. Wait a second. There seems to be some kind of flame coming from... It appears that Gwyneth Paltrow has lit a bunch of vagina candles and is using the vagina candles to be able to circumvent her way down the ski slope away from the pursuit.
Well, this is costing
the century.
This is costing her so much. Like, she didn't realize how much she was going to be put through the ringer on this one.
It turns out Gwyneth is actually driving up the mountain just because she needs some ozone for her asshole.
She hit like, him with a Bronco.
She's just driving a Ford Bronco up the ski slope, and then she gets to the top and just spreads her ass cheeks open so she can get some nice ozone therapy on her rectum.
Is that where ozone comes from?
I assume so, right? Okay. The ozone layer. I assume you just have to go really high.
There she goes. There's Gwyneth. There she goes. There she goes. Getting her ozone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. If I dare say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if the Canada Goose don't fit, you must acquit.
Johnny Cochran all over this shit.
All over it, yeah. And please, someone keep those NBA players away from my daughters. Robert Shapiro coming in at the end of the Dream Team and Gwyneth Paltrow's Trial of the Century.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Well, anyway,
I had no idea that this is how you're spending your days. I know why you're desperately texting me the podcast.
I've got Gwyneth Paltrow news, man. We got a whole minute set up for it.
Yeah. They took the jury out of the room. What's going to happen next?
Yeah.
There's a sidebar. I'm so bored.
Yeah, dude, I hate when they turn the mics off. It drives me nuts.
Oh, man.
And when they approach the bench, I'm like, no! Out of here!
Man,
yeah,
Joe.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. So that's what I've been doing.
It's not too late to get barred, Joe. It's not too late.
I know. One of these days.
Yeah.
Well, in our murder zone, I've already passed the bar apparently.
Oh, yes.
Mailed
That's
it
funny.
in.
Yeah. Great, Joe. Yeah, you're a lawyer in the only place in the country without a courthouse. Awesome. Yeah, really good business strategy.
Hey, at least there's no
plan.
ski slope. All right, I don't have to worry about these stupid cases. These yuppies skiing into each other and suing each other.
That's so funny. Yeah, she just doesn't. I mean, she just doesn't give a shit. I mean, when she released her vagina candle, you knew she didn't.
You
give
know what?
A shit, so it's in line.
You're right. She doesn't give a shit about how she's viewed from the outside public. You think she's oblivious to how like the public sees her now?
Yes, and Exhibit A through Z is the vagina candle. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if there's some way they can bring in a vagina candle.
Oh, you'd have to. Oh yeah. Oh my God. You know those dirty lawyers on the last day that they're gonna pay.
This is the type of woman.
Because it's Utah, so like a cousin or a brother-in-law is like works for like the power department. So the last day of trial, they're gonna like have the power cut out, and all of a sudden, counsel's gonna take like a bag of vagina candles out of us and just start lighting them all over. Don't worry, judge. Don't worry, jury. I have my vagina candles.
What's that smell? Oh,
yeah.
We're all intimately familiar with that smell. Well,
but then he lights the vagina candle, and then his client starts breaking down on the stand crying.
Well, God damn it, you took my joke.
Yeah.
You took my fucking joke. I was winding up for this fucking joke.
No,
I was winding up for
right
it.
In. He starts crying.
I was like, that's going to be the damning evidence. As if he can smell the candle in her, and he can figure it out.
Smell the person whose candle, and are they here in the courtroom now? Can you point them out to me? Come on, Joe. You think you're going to beat me on trial tactics? Do you really think you would get that joke? Nope, I had that the whole time. Nope. He's going to take out the thing because they were so close that he sniffed her pussy. How do you know? Everyone was dressed up in masks and they were wearing sea caps and they were things. Well, how do you know? Well, I got a good whiff of her. I mean, if you smelled her again, would you be able to recognize her? Well, I think I would. Okay, well, I mean, we're not going to take a pap smear with Paltrow, would we? Well, no, that would be ridiculous. I mean, the jury's right here. The television camera's here. Well, do we have anything else that might be able to step in for Miss Paltrow?
Well,
we do have these. And Miss Paltrow, isn't it true that you said, and I quote, this smells like my vagina?
I'm quick now. I'm fucking quick now.
You gotta be quick now. You never know. I'm just going to pop right in and steal your joke. Yeah, no, I mean it's clear. No, this is an open and shut case. Once I guarantee I should have been co-counsel on this. I guarantee you, I would have found a way for even though like the identity of Gwyneth Paltrow is like not in dispute, like there's no dispute she's the one who ran into him, I would still like make him identify her. Yeah, you would have to identify her in open court by like matching the smell of her vagina candle with like the smell of like the vagina that like smashed into his face down a ski slope. Yeah. Kind of like how like
Making a mockery of this courtroom.
Monica Lewinsky and like the cum string dress,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Like, they're able- so like he hasn't washed his like onesie, his little ski onesie since the incident.
His
so they're
ski
able to like
poles.
they have like a forensic sniffer come in and they match the smell
Pull it out of a
his, like,
giant
ski-
Ziploc bag.
Yeah, and they match this to the vagina candle. And that's how they know it was Gwyneth who hit them.
This may be the best Gwyneth Paltrow minute we've ever done.
Oh, this is the best Gwyneth Paltrow minute anyone's ever done. God.
You know what? We're probably the first to make the joke about the fucking identifying her with the candle and him.
We are definitely the first. This actually should go viral somehow.
Oh my god. I gotta cut snippets of this up and just place it.
Yeah. No, this was probably the best that we've done
God.
in decades. Well, that was. We did it.
Yes, we did it.
We did the 100th anniversary special, 100th episode spectacular.
Whatever it is.
I don't know.
We
what
did
it is.
100 of something.
My brain's still going through O.J. Simpson / Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle jokes.
Who's the Kato Caitlin in all this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the ski instructor. It's the Kato Caitlin
There's
in all
always the
this.
ski instructor, obviously.
He's the one who's the other witness.
Meanwhile, they never
Kato
found the
Caitlin looks
vagina
like a
candle
ski
because they
instructor.
explode. So much like we never found the knife in OJ. We never found the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It proves that he didn't ski into her. Because if he did ski into her vagina would just exploded.
What a yes.
It's like a fucking 1979 Pinto.
Yeah, apparently vagina candle
He
smells
just
like,
slam into the
smells like
back of it, it
kerosene.
just explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's very flammable. That actually should be her. Yeah, that'd be her defense.
Yes.
It's like I couldn't have hit it. My vagina is highly flammable.
Yes, highly flammable. It is destructive.
So it's a gasoline vapor.
Yeah, we haven't smelled the goop candle yet. So
No,
it could
I do
smell
every time I turn on my,
smells like kerosene.
every time I turn on my lighter without hitting the ignition. Yeah. It's not my vagina in here. No, that's natural gas. Tim. Turn on the vent, open the windows, get your kids outside.
That's why the candles are exploding.
Yeah. It smells like spam.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Full circle. Have we gone full circle?
Well, we've gone full circle. We've done a thing. This has been 100 of these motherfuckers. Technically,
Wow.
135 or whatever.
So that's like 200 ciders.
It's a lot of. It's 2 work weeks. 2 work weeks. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
We
appreciate the support.
Yeah.
And the emails.
Email us something. Email us what you think the verdict should be. And
if you're on the jury,
don't do that. I don't need to be caught up in
exclusive.
This. It would be an exclusive. I don't think that would go well for us. Actually, maybe it would. Well, if they do it, they can do it. They can do it on their own free will. They've been told not to do it.
Sullivan versus New York Times. You don't.
They
sue
can't.
the reporting person.
Yes, that's true.
If they leak confidential information and we report it, we're protected by the First Amendment.
That's right, because we are the media.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
Yeah.
We're journalists.
Yes,
That's the biggest joke we've said yet.
no, we are. Yeah, you were eyewitness to the Hoagie Gate.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. I'm an investigative journalist scouting unit for your OnlyFans. It makes sense.
Okay.
No, this will hold up.
We are absolutely.
We've been developing this
Top
alibi for
journalists.
years.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I have many alibis.
Alibi.
Yeah.
I'm a star witness in all this.
Yeah, my box of Joe alibis is actually twice as big as mine. Yeah.
I've got some secret stash of alibis. And all. If
I just know one day the phone's going to ring. It's going to be Joe. Joe hasn't called me since he lived down the block from me. I'm
you're
going to be Joe.
You're gonna see the phone number pop up, and immediately you're just gonna
Joe,
be like,
"What alibi do we need today? Where were you, Joe?"
Never mind.
I got you.
I'm not even gonna go that route. Okay, so we've done it. It's been 100. Oh my god. I think we should go out with this. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
We'll see
thank
you,
you, and you're welcome.
We'll see you for 101.
Yeah, 101 Dalmatians coming up next. Whoa, Jesus, just flying overhead. Find us everywhere. Be Offended Radio. Tim, any last words?
None.
Ah, great. We'll just admire the flag.
I'm too busy saluting.
I'm always standing at attention.